Hello. Okay. So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're very much on the way now.
Brazil really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Knocks it into space. Cafu. Pass somewhat off target.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, just skips past his man. Bale. And well taken goal. But that is not going to count.
Well, I think he knew, Peter, the way he sheepishly looked across.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Rummenigge.
Clarence Seedorf is good enough to mix it up there with the best on the planet.
In practically every position.
Yeah, he can perform a whole number of roles in keeping with that Dutch trait of total football, and he can have the swaying influence here too.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Bale.
Bale really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Cafu. Can he get on the end of this? And he's picked it up out. Takes a shot! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
And here's Aubameyang. He's had a shot!
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Keeper's dealt with that. He's going for goal! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
Cafu going forward. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Still goalless at the moment. Aubameyang looking to receive it in space. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Marcelo. Looking for the run.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Rummenigge, and that is a little undercooked. And it's Bale. Pirlo.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And here's Aubameyang. And he is deftly away. Cafu is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Now, can they get him away? Now, that's well seen too. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Newcastle clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And they can counter here. Ibrahimovic has the space to scheme. And it's Marcelo. Good ball. Rummenigge! Goal! Brazil! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Can he get it through? Well, that's beautiful. And the shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Still a great ball to get him in on goal like that, Peter, but it deserved more than an apologetic thumbs up, I think.
Nicely weighted ball. And this is Ibrahimovic.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Seedorf. Messi. Bellingham. Messi. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Can he finish? And no mistake. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And now he has two. Brazil are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Impressive jump! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half.
Everyone, please turn to the
well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Substitution for Brazil, number 9, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Number 11, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Coming on the field, number 18, Jan Kola. Number 7, Kvaratskhelia.
So right back into the action.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Cafu picks it up out wide.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances gone a-begging.
Newcastle do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
That's been slipped through. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Hernandez. Bale. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. A quick look, thought about cutting inside.
Oh, really well played. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Kvaratskhelia. Bale.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Rodri.
For this match
So what can they make of this?
997.
Oh, this looks sharp. And that pass just didn't quite work. Oh, can he get onto this? Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Newcastle are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Howson cuts out the pass. Bale. Looking to play him in. Just the keeper in his way. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he opts to go forward. And the pass is intercepted. Bellingham. And this is Bale. Brazil needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Messi is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Substitution for Newcastle. Number 9, Gareth Bale. Coming on to replace him is number 21, Andrei Shevchenko.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Newcastle have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Pass is just off target. Half an hour gone in the second half. Looking for a runner. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Tries to play it through. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty.
For Newcastle.
Newcastle
Number
presented
5,
with a golden
Jude
opportunity
Bellingham.
here.
Number 10, Lionel Messi. Coming on the field. Number 20, Martin Odegaard. Number 8, Arda Güler.
The keeper doing his best to put him off. And Neuer pulls off a sensational save! And he's managed to gift it back. Well, that has not gone well. It's a pretty loose pass. Short changes him with that pass. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Newcastle are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And he's intervened well there. Ødegaard.
2 added minutes have been
Well
indicated.
seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Güler. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And that will be the final act. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end, virtually unavoidable.
And a quick reminder today.
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything.
Newcastle are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. We're up and running then.
Andrei Shevchenko, Peter, is a player who can hurt you in so many different ways.
Striking all-rounder.
Yeah, he's got the pace to get in behind, he's got the power, he's got the aerial ability.
Luis Suarez! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Suarez is offering a wry smile there.
Howson. Van Dijk. Bellingham. He's looking wide. Knocks it into space. Delivers the ball. There's the header! No, not the best of headers.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Guardiola. Oh, that pass isn't the best. All the way back. Rodri. Alexander-Arnold. And no, that was never going to make it. Not the most accurate pass. And that has been cut short. He's beaten the last man.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That is ended up in no man's land. Luis Suarez. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Shevchenko. And he shoots! Goal! Barcelona! The first significant strike. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps... Oh, great leap! And that's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And here's Shevchenko, takes the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Thiago does well to get it back. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Luis Suarez. And Shevchenko! It's hit the upright. In he goes again! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front. That was a given. It always was.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Barcelona with the lead. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Bergkamp. He has found the way through. There's the delivery. Bellingham. Ronaldinho. Can he spark a counter here? That ball looks a good one. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Guardiola. And it's Lopez. To Thiago. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Shevchenko, looking to play him in. That's been drilled forward. Now that's well seen too. Newcastle are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. He have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, that's fabulous.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bergkamp, the specialist in tearing teams apart. And here's Bale. Luis Suarez. Guardiola. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's there to get it away. That'll be a corner. This possibly the last play of the half. That's a decent clearance. Now, can they get him away? He's through here. Koundé. And that brings the first half to a close. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And we get things going again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Thiago. And it's Koundé. Fermin. And it's Luis Suarez. Bellingham. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Thiago. And this is Messi. Shevchenko. Now it's Ronaldinho.
That's good play from him.
And the ball's come loose here. Crosses it in. Ferdinand gets it away. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run. Oh, he's been caught napping. And the keeper couldn't hold it. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Messi. Now it's Luis Suarez. And it's Messi. And here's Lopez. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's not got that quite right. Shevchenko. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. And it's Arda Güler. Nicely weighted ball. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Bale. And he's in on goal. And he's heaved it away. Pinches it off him. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Lopez. And that pass just didn't quite work.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Goulet, who does have an assist to his name. Fermin. Luis Suarez. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. So we have movement on both benches. Collar coming on here, a change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Hernandez.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 13, el dorsal 27, el dorsal 10.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Up towards the front line.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Yamal has it in a wide position.
Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Ferdinand cuts it out. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And they've got a throw. Serginho. And it's Serginho. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's trying to hit the front line here. He is through here. Oh, shooting chance! Well, that looks a decent ball. Flings in across. Defending of the desperate variety. There will be a throw-in.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 9, Bale, será sustituido por el dorsal 25, Diego Bebayán.
Now the ball in. He leaps for it. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Bellingham. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And he's gone looking for safety. Out of play for a throw. Rodri, and that's going wide left. Tries a deft little ball. Van Dijk clears without hesitation.
Habrá
Bellingham.
2 minutos de descuento.
Good read, needed to be. Van Dijk getting this one clear. Nice looking ball. Pass somewhat off target. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Newcastle can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, Peter, this was...
Hello everyone, and welcome to
Well, football is of
today's
course
match.
ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Gently done. And he was quick to react.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Ronaldinho. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Can he get on the end of this? Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. And it's Rijkaard. Now who's going to be first to this? Rijkaard. Now this could be a chance. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. And Alexander-Arnold. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Now it's Bale. And this is Shevchenko. Chance, surely! It's bounced back off the post. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Thiago, that's an imaginative pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Messi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. And this is Shevchenko. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And that was very necessary. That's a good foray he's making. He's on it, can he get away? And a cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, that was vital. Azar, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Maldini in acres of space out wide. And there's the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing.
Shevchenko.
And it's been played through. Always goal side. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Cahill. Thiago stood his ground strongly. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Yamal. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Rijkaard. That's rather hopeful. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Van Dijk. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. And it's Messi. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Looking for options for movement. Rodri.
This is the time you need that pace.
Spread out to the left. Howson calmly anticipates. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. He's shifting through the gears here. And that should get the job done. Rijkaard. Knocks it into space. Chance! Oh, that wasn't far away. And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Hazard. Great challenge, timed to perfection. Cahill. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's been caught napping! Hazard with the delivery. But he's taking no chances there. Yamal.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
No way through. And it's made its way to him. And the referee says that is that for the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So very little to report. Nothing, indeed, in terms of goals scored.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Andrei Shevchenko.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Coming on to replace him is...
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Yamal receives it in a wide position. And he gets rid in a hurry. Corner number 2 then. Serginho can get it clear. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Cannavaro, showing good feet. Now here's the delivery. That's a decent clearance. He's going for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Chelsea have their third corner.
Substitution for Chelsea, number 18, Lamine Yamal. Coming on the field is number 14, Neymar.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. That'll be a throw. Rijkaard. Messi. Mbappe. Messi running with the ball, and that could set him on his way. And he's picked it up out wide. Cristiano, bullish header! No, not the best of headers.
Madrid certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Up towards the hour mark, and still no goals. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And this is Ronaldo. But that has not gone well. Bebeto. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Substitution for Chelsea, number 24.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. Cristiano Ronaldo coming on to a rapturous reception. It is the moment we've all waited for.
Well, I find it a little surprising he was on the bench to start with, Peter.
It's Neymar! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Madrid really could have done without this. This for the lead. And Neuer pulls off a sensational save. Plays a sharp little ball here. And the shot! Well, no goals, but certainly no shortage of action.
Well, from an entertainment viewpoint, it's not the scoreline.
Cristiano Ronaldo! It's in! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Madrid have fired themselves in front.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable. Chelsea really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And he's quick to return it. Aimed beyond the defence. That has been slung wide. Van Dijk wins the duel this time. And it's Messi. And he's had it nicked away. That's a lovely, neat pass. Messi. And it's Thiago.
Bebeto.
Can he get it through? Might be danger here. Great chance! And it's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Substitution for Chelsea, number 13.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 20.
So they have it all to do again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And here's Messi, in with the challenge.
Madrid clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Looking to play him in. That's going wide left. Serginho's terrific effort! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Now, can they get him away? And there's green grass ahead of him. They want to be quick to recover this.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Neymar. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's picked his way through, and he's there to make the challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, that's fabulous. Raul.
There will be 5 minutes.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Serginho gets over and intercepts. Oh, perfectly measured that. Serginho. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Mbappe looking for the run. Cahill kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now he's off and running. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Bebeto.
Maldini cuts out. And that will be the final act. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Madrid certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.